Oh my goodness, what's happened here? Well, as you can see, the inside of our camper van is a complete mess at the moment. There's a very good reason for that, which I will get to in a moment. As you can see, kind of everything's out of where it should be, not least the driver's seat, which probably shouldn't be here. You will notice there is a big hole under our driver's seat. Usually there are two 110 amp hour batteries in there, which decided to die the week we were off grid as well. I wasn't sure it was the batteries to start with, so the first thing I did was replace the MPPT controller. Luckily I had a spare one. That was the original. There's the new one, and it wasn't that was faulty, but it was the quickest and easiest thing to replace because I didn't need to take the driver's seat out, which is heavy and a pain in the backside. So down on the floor here, this is the alternator charger, which plugs into the EcoFlow, which I will be honest, kept us going while we were off grid, because that is what we had to use because our batteries had died. So here is the hole where the batteries used to live. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of space down there, and as we've been forced to replace the batteries, we're going to go with some lithium options instead because, well, why not? So here are our culprits. The two on the left are the two that were under the driver's seat. The two on the right with the caps on were unused and spares, and they have all died. The most annoying thing is that these two were reading absolutely fine all the while they were connected for some reason, which is why I thought it might be the solar controller. As soon as I disconnected them, one is reading at 10 volts and the other's reading at 1.3. So they're definitely knackered. You'll notice that my brand new spare unused one down here has a nice bulge. It's decided to explode while it was in storage, which is very, very annoying. And I put there, you can see there's some nice battery leakage. So all of these are sat on the drive, well, the dog hopefully not licking them, and waiting to go to the recycling centre. Obviously they're batteries, they're dangerous, they need to be dealt with properly, so they're off to the recycling centre. The other thing is they're heavy. Each of these weighs 21 kilos. Yep, you heard me, 21 kilograms. So these two bad boys under the seat, 42 kilos. That's 110 amp hours of usable because they're lead acids, so we can only discharge them 50%. So although there's 220 amp hours there, it's only 110 is usable. So I'm going to replace that with a single 110 amp hour lithium battery, which will pop in here and take up about this much space. They're smaller, much lighter, and so our 40 kilograms of batteries will go down to just 9.7 kilograms. So that gives us 30 kilos extra of payload, which effectively is 2 bikes on the back. So certainly going to be worth doing. Keep along with us for the ride and we'll step through it. It should be a fairly easy 10-15 minute job to replace. So I'm going to get on and replace that now. If I'm honest, the thing I'm worried about most is because it's so much smaller, I've just got to find a way to secure it in there so it doesn't rattle and bash around. So let's get on and get that fitted. And welcome back. I'm inside the van now. Our new replacement lithium battery has arrived and had a bit of a change of plans. So I will talk you through it. Previously, our leisure batteries were installed underneath the driver's seat, and that was fine and it works well. It's a nice place for them. but it's not particularly central on weight distribution or anything like that, because we only need one battery to provide the same power as two. Now that we've moved to lithium, I have moved it to the centre of the van. So I'll talk you through why I have moved it. You see, it's in the middle here. It's an absolute mess at the moment because I've literally just test fitted it. There's no video of me running the test fit and actually putting it in, mainly because it consisted of an awful lot of swearing and having to remove pipes and things like that. I had to change the air pipe around for the blown air heating, move the power for the Truma heater, and disconnect the exhaust to get the battery in, and then obviously move it all back and reconnect it. So what I'll do is I'll talk you through it once I've tidied it up. As you can see, the solar charger is now saying the battery's full. One thing I had to do was tell the charger the type of battery that we're now charging. You will see just under here, hopefully. Hang on, let me turn it upside down. So you can see just under here there is a set of dip switches. These tell the solar charger whether we're charging a lithium battery, a gel battery, or a lead acid battery. So obviously we had to change that to tell it it's no longer lead acid and it's charging a lithium battery now. Here we are under the sofa. I've more or less finished, just need to tidy up the wiring over here a little bit. You can see I've moved the battery in here. It fits beautifully. It's in its own little battery box as well. That's behind the Truma heater, and I've installed a new 12-volt fuse box because we've moved everything. I've got a couple of things coming off of it now. I've got this is a connector for my all powers power station that's running directly from the fuse box. I've repurposed some of the cables we originally had, so I've now got an XT60 connector which will plug into the EcoFlow and charge directly from the solar panels, and I've moved the alternator charger under the front seat and the tail comes out there, so that'll charge the EcoFlow at 800 watts when we're moving in the van. All I need to do now, pop the seat back in, tidy up that wiring, give it all a sweep and a clean, put the sofa back together, and we'll be good to go. New battery, we're away for the weekend, I guess. So the EcoFlow's in. As you can see, all the cabling we've got is there. That's all that shows, and that will be hidden once the sofa's in. You can see now it's taking about 96 watts from the van's solar on the roof. I've got the 800 watt alternator charger plugged in. Obviously the engine's not running. And then our new XT60 cable is in there. So that's now charging via the solar charger and the panels on the roof. That's pretty cool. And there we have it all back together. EcoFlow's underneath, it's happily charging on solar. And just tap that, make sure, yep, there's just under 100 watts going in there. I've got the 12-volt socket here, which has actually got a 60-watt fast charger for the phone plugged into it at the moment. So yeah, the front seat's back together. If you look underneath here, that's where the alternator charger is sitting. So it's all back together. I just need to clean it now because, as you can see, it looks an absolute pigsty. Mainly because it's left how it was when I got back from Le Mans. So that's my next job, give everything a clean.